put this over here for a minute. But these are the stack racks. Josh, tell the folks a little bit about that.
These are an innovative tool that is going to blow your mind. If you haven't already seen these and you're in the painting industry, you need this tool.
Yes.
Without a doubt, this will save you time and make you money on your first job.
So here on this show, over the course of the next hour, a few things will happen. We will show you how to put those stack racks on, how to use them in detail, start to finish.
On a door.
On a door, on two doors.
On two doors, but there's other features that we'll talk about that it does.
That's right. While doing that, we're also going to be using other paint products to actually help paint along the way.
Yeah.
And we'll show you that as well. Explain those to you. On top of that, while watching this live,
yes,
you will have a chance to win one of 4 contractor packs of these stack racks. What a generous donation from Stack Racks.
A contractor pack is 12 of these with 12 screws.
Which allows you to do 3 doors.
3 doors or thousands of feet of trim.
Yeah, all the trim in your whole house. Which we'll get into and discuss at length.
And remember that the Stack Racks is on sale right now for the next,
Next 6 hours, I believe.
Hours.
It's at $67. That's a 15% off sale.
Right, that's a substantial saving.
So you'll want to follow the directions that are given there in your live to.
And each tool we're talking about is going to be in the carousel, so make sure you take a look. And
yeah, the details are there. You go to follow that to their detail page, and you'll get more information on the actual products. So without further ado,
now, man, let me talk about this a bit here.
Okay.
You interrupted me, and
I apologize.
I was rude.
I apologize.
There's a lot of features that this little triangle does. It's not just a triangle for the sake of it. Let me get another one here. We're going to talk about all these details in detail later, but it's got locking mechanisms so that it can't tip. This goes into the door and allows you to paint in both sides and rotate the door and paint it again. You're able to mortise doors if you want. We'll demonstrate that. It does everything.
Yeah.
It really speeds up your job.
You want to do trim.
It compacts. Oh, that's the best.
Put that together.
It's the best.
For shutters. You name it, you can do it with this tool.
Because when you're painting trim, what's the worst part about it? What's the worst part about painting trim?
Stacking it.
No.
You
can't.
Laying it out.
That's right. When you lay it out to paint it, you're going to lay it on the grass or lay it on the garage.
It does take up a lot of room.
It takes up a lot of room, and you can't really manage the site. You got some other guy working, electrician working, and he steps on your...
Let's stop yakking about it and show these folks how it works, shall we?
I suppose.
No, wait a second.
It's a race.
No. But what I do want to say is, if you're just tuning in right now, if you do follow What Tools Inside, because we're Matt and Josh from What Tools Inside, if you do follow us, you'll know that you have a chance to win this in the app right now. And for that, you have to put this answer in. Innovation. Yeah. That's the answer we want you to put into the app.
Now that's the first way you can win this set of stack racks by playing the game in the app. Now for those who are just joining and don't know what the app is, well, it's a game that we play weekly where we give away free tools several times a week. And you have to answer clues and guess the answer and put it in the app for your chance to win. And then, if you get 9 correct guesses throughout the month, you're entered in for the tool of the month, which is this month is the Bulldog, right?
Bulldog, from Bosch. So, in every 15 minutes, we're going to be approximately, we're going to be announcing another winner of you. And here's how you can win the stack racks. Comment, ask questions right now during our live, and we will randomly pick someone every 15 minutes to be a winner.
Right, and then they're going to send me that message.
They're going to send you up. No, they're going to tell us.
Okay,
the crew here will tell us.
I don't have my phone.
That's okay. So let's start with putting. We're not going to work on our nice table here. We're going to put something down on top of that. We don't want to ruin it, right?
That's it.
So let's get that, Josh. Why don't you get your side?
Oh,
let's put that. We're going to put this little piece of plywood up here.
Oh, this is going to work well because it's going to be wide enough for us to put the doors on.
Yeah, that's the whole idea, right? We want to make sure that put whatever covering down, something down, because they're going to be painting on this. We don't want it to be spilling over, ruining our nice floor or anything else that you got.
No.
What's the first step you do when you get your doors?
You prep them.
You need to prep them. Yes, that's number one, and it's usually the easiest thing to do is to prep them when they're just flat. So for that,
you certainly can prep them on the stack racks. There's nothing wrong with that at all, because they're sturdy enough. But if you don't need to, go ahead and prep it ahead.
So these are just old demonstration doors that have been around for a long time. We're just going to give them a once over.
We've got one sanding block.
Okay, I assure you. Wait, I'll do this,
I
Andy.
have one question.
Yes.
Do I need special rods to connect the blue stack rack?
Good question. So depends on what you're doing. We're going to demonstrate it here.
Special rods.
Special rods is the answer to that question is no, unless you're doing trim. Then you would need a cross member, a cross beam.
Yeah.
Okay, so can we demonstrate? Do we have something?
I don't think we have anything. We might have something right there. Grab that right there, that piece of wood right there.
Just as a little bit of a demonstration here.
Yeah.
Because you need a cross member only if you're doing trim. So you would have your two pieces over here like this, right? And then you have your cross member here like this, and then your next two over here.
You can screw it right in. Why don't you show them?
No, I'm talking about the cross member.
Yeah.
Oh, this one.
You show them so they can see what you're talking about.
Where are the screws?
Oh, here. Actually, we've got two things. Yeah. Let's bring that. Let's have that. That's actually a better way of describing it.
Do we
Let's
have
get two of them.
Do we have two? Do we have screws? Where's our screws?
There you go. That's good.
Do we have a Stak rack screws somewhere?
Yeah, they're right here.
I don't see them.
There's a box of them right here.
All right. So here, now these come with the stack racks. Okay, these come inside the stack rack cases. Let me show you.
Yeah, you get the amount of screws that you need for each individual stack rack.
I have
Okay.
a question. What is the record of stacks of doors?
Oh, I think we've got like 11,
No, 13, I think.
13.
14.
13
14
or
was our
14.
record.
And
14
now
was
I
our
bet you that record will be beat since they added this
Yeah, that feature.
this feature because it locks it in place. You know what I mean?
So here's how you would do the trim, just so you know when you had to add anything to it. It's a relatively straightforward
Lord.
system here. As long as Josh can understand how a drill
No,
works,
it's you know what I mean?
you got to it's not really that complicated, bud. Okay. That's one. You put the other one. I think you're getting the idea instantly. You're basically making mini sawhorses.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And so, but what you could do is we're using a big giant 2x6 here.
Yeah, you could use a 2x3 or whatever, 1x2. All right, here's one. Let's put that like that.
Like that. Right.
Okay, it's a little bit long, but here you go. Put this one on here.
And so now what you do is then you can get 16-foot lengths of trim,
However long you want.
however long you want them.
If you're doing a big house project.
Lift it up a bit there, buddy. This drill is too big for the job.
But you have the wrong bit in there?
I think so. I just grabbed
You grab whatever bit you could.
whatever bit I saw. See, he doesn't want to hold it. Nightmare. Worst nightmare here.
Your worst nightmare. This guy doesn't have any problems.
It's like one of those dreams where you're giving a speech and you're nude.
Okay,
All right.
can you give me that? Let's tighten this up.
All right, so here I have this. Here's your cross members, right? And then you're painting your trim, and you would do it like this,
That's it.
right?
And then you have another series of these.
On top of it, so you would
They go on top.
you would lay out all of your trim. Okay, look, I did my I was doing an addition on my house, and I used these stack racks for the painting of the
Hardy board.
hardy board. And so
Siding,
I laid
like the siding.
the siding. So I laid out 16-foot lengths. So you had 3 rows, 3 sections of this, so that there wasn't too much sagging. And then we laid them all out there, however many, and then you sprayed it all.
Yeah.
And then you do it again, and you can stack it then at that point.
Right.
But that's how you do it. So yes, at times you would use a cross member. But what we're going to do now is we're going to show you how it works on the door.
But that was a good question.
Yeah, very good question.
And so was the question about how many you
But
can
14, yeah, I think 14. But I think we'll have to see if we can't beat that new record, man.
stack.
Because
Yeah. This drill that Josh is using right now, guys, is the Bosch Chameleon. What makes it the Chameleon is that the heads are all interchangeable. And that's pretty exciting. And we'll show you how that works in just a second.
oh my word,
Having
I'm
trouble,
not
bud?
left-handed. I'm not
No, I
left-handed.
guess not. Oh, and you're not right-handed either, by the looks of it.
I'm not gonna. We're changing this bit. The first thing we do.
Would you like me to help you?
No, I want you to hold it still though. Good Lord. Here, new bit.
I love it. It's not that you had the wrong size, the bit size. That was the problem.
It's definitely
happens.
the problem.
All right, so here we go. I was telling you about this Bosch Chameleon, which we'll talk a little bit more about. But look, watch.
There.
It's got a locking.
Look. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the right one. It's got a locking thing, so the head comes off of it. See that? And then you can change your head out to anything else.
Yes bit or anything you wanted to.
There's an offset bit when you're getting in those tight spots in a cabinet, right? There's an SDS bit. This comes separate. You would buy this separately, but that's for when you're doing into concrete. Put that back in for you, right? This is a 90-degree angle. Look at this. You put it to whatever angle you want. Turn it on. It's called the Chameleon, the Bosch Chameleon. Last drill you'll ever buy.
Yeah, that's great.
Because it has all those different features, all those different heads on it, right?
All right.
We'll keep this one for now. In fact, we don't even need a head because it's got this tip in here.
What I would like to do is, do we have a...
What are you looking for?
So to be a winner, type in.
That's right. Don't forget as well, guys, that what tool is inside right now. You can follow the link in our app. If you don't have it, you should download it for your chance to win. You have to put in the word innovation, INNOVATION.
Oh.
Do it right now.
In the app.
Oh, right now you can put it in
Put it in.
for a chance to win. Ryan Rich, congratulations, Ryan Rich. You are our first winner of the contractor pack of Stak racks, and you haven't even seen how they work yet.
Wait till you do.
Wait till you see them. Wait how excited you're going to be. You're going to run and tell
All right, man. This has been prepped now.
your family.
Now, let's get this put in. Now, I gave you that bit to put in the drill.
Oh, did you?
Now you're gonna grab the wrong one again.
Sorry. So, ladies, show them what you got here. This is a nice bit kit you got. So this is the Bosch bit kit. But look how nice this is. When you want a bit, you lean it out like this and pull it straight out.
Yeah, it is actually pretty cool because
Yeah, you're always fighting
the worst
them.
part is getting them back in.
Yeah, you put it back
Or
in.
trying to get them out, right, out of your finger. You're busting your corner of your fingers.
You put it in and just push it down and it locks it in place. Even the drill bits themselves. Look how nice that is. Did you get the one you need?
I did. Now, Matthew, explain to them where would you put this on the outside of the door? I've already, this is all prepped.
Okay.
And I'm keeping this door, by the way.
Why? You need
I have
one.
a project at home, which happens to be this color that I wanted. Works beautifully.
Why would I'm not giving you this door?
What do you want with it? What are you going to do with it? A blue
It's
door.
for demonstrations. What do you need?
No.
What's next?
Over there. Tell them why or where you put that on the door.
Okay, I'll tell them that. But first, and I don't want to be out of the screen. I think I might be a little out of the screen
No,
if I
yeah,
do that.
don't you worry about
But listen, before I do that, we were going to be doing 2 doors. Okay, so before you do any of your doors, you have to put them both together. Here's the other one. And this is where Josh is, when he's talking about measuring your doors and marking them, this is why it's so important.
This is a much quicker way than having to do them individually. You can do them individually, but if you can put them all together, this is much
I need
easier.
a measuring tape right over there on that. So here's the deal. Can you guys see me okay still? Am I still in the shot?
Nobody knows.
A yes or a no would suffice, but okay. So normally I put it at 2 inches because there's a couple of reasons why you want to do that. If you put it too far in, the stack too far in, you won't be able to flip the door, which we're going to demonstrate in just a minute.
Yeah, they'll bind.
But because we've used these doors a few times, I'm going to put it in at 3 inches. I want to have a good new hole, 3 inches on each side.
Now what do I do with my screws here? You got 1, 2.
Okay, and you do that for the top door and the bottom door. You line them all up. Maybe if you got 10 doors you're doing, you'll put them all together. And you line them all up from one side, and you measure from one side over. And then put your marks. And then that way you'll know they're always going to be the same size. Doesn't matter the size of the door. The racks will all be in the same place for stacking purposes.
Now, I wanted to explain something while Matt's doing that. For those professional painters that are watching and thinking, why would I do all this extra hassle to do this when I could be painting the door already?
They'll never do anything else faster. This is the fastest way on the planet.
Truly, this is the fastest thing that you could possibly do, and you'll see why as soon as we demonstrate.
And if anybody
works.
wants to argue that, I'm all for it. I'm happy to go up a challenge.
You hear that? That's an international
That's an
challenge.
international challenge. You will not get faster.
All
right.
Take your end here.
So what's the plan? What are you doing?
Taking this off because this is not. The
Oh yeah, we
front
don't
door.
need this one right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so this one's prepped. Go ahead and put those ones in, Josh. Show them how fast that happens. Once these get put on your door, that's it. You use it to stay on until the door is ready to be installed on your wall.
You don't want to do it too tight because you want it to be able to pivot.
You see how he puts it down? He lays it down like that, on the ground like that, and then screws it into the marked space. Now you know they're exactly the same distance apart on both sides.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll do my side now. I got my mark where they go.
And there you go. Now this door, this wood is just barely gonna fit it.
But it'll do it. And that's what matters.
All right. So this is what it looks like. Now once you affix these stack racks to the door, you never again you have no reason to touch the door again.
Yeah, now you can always work with the racks itself.
Right. So once it's wet paint, you're not touching it. There's handles here that you can flip. Do you want to demonstrate what the flip looks like?
Yeah, let's show them the flip. Which way you want to go?
This way.
Okay.
Okay. So they have that. Just like that.
See?
You have it. Now this isn't the prep side, so let's show them this way again. Just like that.
So you're able to paint one side, it's still wet, flip it over, paint the other side. Now, if I had my way, we would be painting with this.
This is the Graco. I'm gonna put it out here in front. This is the Graco Ultra. Okay, this is the cordless,
Airless handheld.
airless wonder. We love it. In fact, we used this when we redid my entire kitchen, eh, Matt?
Yep.
And it worked beautifully.
A lot of people love how hand in hand this Graco sprayer works with this system.
with the stack rack.
Explain to them how that works, Josh. It's got a.
So this here.
Don't run it though, because it's dry.
No,
right?
it's
But here's-
okay. This isn't my first rodeo.
I
you
know,
what I mean?
but I want to make sure, eh, bud?
So it comes with they partnered with DeWalt. It comes with an 18-volt DeWalt battery, right? Slides in, charges up, and it slides in back here. Okay. Now you're in. So this is your paint chamber. Make sure you can see this, right? This is the soft. This is what you fill your paint with.
Yeah, it looks like a container that you would get a soup in from a Chinese food
Right.
store.
No
or
soup
something.
for you, kind of thing. But this is it's
But
squishable.
not quite as sturdy.
And so you fill this up with paint all the way to the tip here, and then you put it back in like this,
You can buy those as refills separately.
right?
Okay.
Then you pop the top like this, and see now there's an air hole up here, and you squeeze this. See, listen. Okay. That's air escaping, and so then what happens is then you can prime it because now there's no air and it won't
That's
get
right. So it just pulls that paint through
right
into the spray.
and then it's full.
The pump only has paint in it, not air. It's ready to go, and you do a little test spot on a
You
piece
prime
of
it.
cardboard or whatever.
Right, you prime it like that, and then you're ready to spray. And just
it.
like that, you're professional. You're doing a wonderful job, and I wish we could do that here, except this is
It's a set.
this is
and
a
we don't want to
movie
get
set.
paint on everything, folks, and camera equipment and lights and stuff and fires. We don't need any of that happening
I
here,
don't need that.
right?
Math, because you need
You
math.
can leave that out, Josh. Leave the battery on and leave it out. That way
Okay.
people can see it while we're working. So here's the stack racks. Here we go. Now we're going to show you a couple of other fantastic products. This is Prestige Paint. You can get that right here on Amazon.
Right.
You give them the color that you want, they prepare it for you. Need something to open it with.
Did you shake it?
I don't know if I didn't shake it, and maybe
Let's-
somebody in the studio did.
I don't. Let's not trust them. Just let's shake
I've
it.
done this one time. So one time, actually, it didn't actually happen to me. It happened to my work partner. We put
You
the
got something on your fingernail. It's distracting me. The other one. The old spider web.
little spider web. So yeah, I didn't put the lid on tight enough for him,
Right.
and he went like this in the middle of the room and just paint everywhere. Look, you keep looking for stuff,
Yeah, no, look, that's the con. I thought it was doing it. I thought you were telling the same story,
and you were actually making it
and
happen.
you were making it happen.
I'm probably jiggling Ever since COVID, I put on a few pounds, and
No,
everything just jiggles now when I shake it.
It was before COVID.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. Let's be honest.
Now here, let's use this outdoor edge. This is a little.
Does use it.
It does, yeah. It's DeWalt 20 volt. I said 18, but I meant 20.
It's a 20 volt.
There you go. It comes with it. It does come in the box. You saw us open up a brand new one. So this is the 20 volt.
Does it come with one or two? I think it comes with two.
Let me look. It just comes with
Oh
one.
no, look. What's it? What is this? What's that?
It does. Yeah, it comes with two. So here's what else it comes
I thought
with.
I was right.
Okay. It also comes with.
Can we move this back a bit, Josh? I've got no room to work.
So you got 2 batteries, 4 interchangeable paint buckets, 2 nozzles that you can replace for the priming part, and then the cleaning pump armor. You would always want to put this in afterwards. But man, I'll tell you, it's beautiful. It is a really nice
tool.
sprayer.
But we're going to paint this with a paintbrush and roller for now. We're going to use the Stinger brush line. If you haven't seen these things yet, we're going to show you how awesome they really are.
Yeah, truly.
Yeah.
Fantastic brush.
Here's what makes them different. Notice how you've got an angle, like a normal angled brush has just got an angle on it. This has an angle, as you can tell, but then it also has this extra tip that kind of goes up like a stinger, they call it. These filaments on here are slightly stiffer than these filaments.
Yeah.
That's so that you can cut in that edge perfectly, making it so much easier to have a nice, straight, clean job.
True
That's
story.
what this is for. Okay.
I hate painting.
I love painting.
Hated painting. Did. Because I hated it because I was bad at it. And since I started using this, my lines are so much more improved. You're not touching things because you're not getting...
You want to quit this and get into the painting business?
Yeah, like this is my last show.
So let me show you guys something here. A little trick. My old cousin taught me years ago. He was a painter. You dip. Seems silly, doesn't it? But just go back and forth like that. That takes the excess paint off. You don't have to worry about it dripping. It's ready to go.
Or you just scrape it. Now, are you going to do the inside? You want me to roll? Is that what you're saying?
I'm doing the inside. You get it ready to roll.
All right, I'm going to use this cigarette roller here.
Brush. Shannon Scott, congratulations. You were the next winner of our Stak Rack contractor pack. So you won 12 contractor packs.
Oh.
12 packs, a 12 pack of Stak Racks. That will let you do 3 doors or all kinds of trim. You're going to love this tool.
Yeah.
It's little mini sawhorses. So here's how we do these 6-panel doors.
Less chatting, more painting.
I'm working at it here. But look, this is
Don't
how
worry about the tops. I got the tops.
I know, but you don't have that in there, do you? I didn't think so.
This is one of my house, so make sure you do a good job painting.
I am. But look, so look at the Stinger brush, just works, gets right into those cracks, nice and cleanly.
Another really nice feature about you got a little bit extra paint here.
Yeah, I'm going to get all around, bud. That's what I do, okay?
Is how long it lasts on the brush. It holds a really, there's an actual word for that. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
but it's way beyond
But
our...
it surpasses my knowledge.
Yeah.
But it holds paint for a long time without dripping everywhere.
You
know
see
what
how
I
I did that? You see how you just give that back and forth?
I saw.
No, people don't do that. People don't know that. They think, oh, that's silly. I just scrape it on the side.
I'm just going to go ahead and start painting here, man.
Good, I guess.
Here, I'm going to pour some in this bucket. And make sure you clean up my paint can here.
I don't like the idea of you pouring stuff. Good. What do you need? Holy cow here. What is this?
I got 2 doors to paint.
All right.
Watch, these are my good pants. My wife will be angry if you get paint on them.
All right. Don't worry about it. That's my can. Okay. All right. So notice how that gets right in there nice and tight in all those edges. This is the indoor brush from Stinger Brush. They have an outdoor line, so if you're doing like rough surfaces, they got a line for that. Show them that one, Josh. That's the blue.
That's the blue one here. Hold on. That's this guy here. So this is made for. It's even harder, right? So you can really get, if you're doing painting stucco or hardy board or anything like that, then this is what you want. It's a firmer touch to it.
So you want to be careful when you're doing these doors. Like if you're not spraying, I suggest that you can spray, but not everybody can get a sprayer at the moment. I understand that. Okay, I get that. So this is how you do it. Don't use a lot of paint in here, because if you do multiple coats. If you do too much paint at first, it will just run down inside. Which is also a very great feature of the Stak Racks. It lets you do it flat.
Right.
which lets you have a lot more stability and control over your paint.
And not only that, but if you're paint, because generally what painters do is they paint their doors upright, right? They'll put a paint stick. One technique I should say is they stand it upright and they put a paint stick and they shoot it in with a trim nail, and
Or
they
a screw
zigzag
or something like
or a
that,
screw,
or-
and then they zigzag it.
Right.
So it takes up a lot of room for one, and for another, if you're not careful, you'll end up with runs. Well, you will never have a run using the Stak Rat.
I don't know if you guys can see this door and how it's coming out, but look at this brush and how nice of a job it's doing. Just a beautiful finish. If I had a cheap brush in my hand, it'd be streaks everywhere. Drive me nuts. I'm going to tilt it so you can see it a bit better. How about that? Is that enough? Oh, a little bit more. Well, then we get. What are we going to do? We're going to stand.
How like it is.
You know what I mean? How are we going to paint it then?
Yeah.
Okay, can you see that? Oh, here you go. We're starting to get some action there. So you can see the.
Here, let's put this here, man.
Is that good?
This is gonna be a nightmare if this
Well,
falls.
if I have another one over here, maybe. We want you guys to be able to see what's going on. Is that good? How's that, guys? Folks in the
And,
AV
lift that
department?
up, would you?
is that good?
Lift that up. Lift the whole door up. There you go. That's
How's
it.
that? Make sure the other side's not going to fall off.
No, that's it. That's what you want. Now I don't know how we're gonna paint this, but
They give us so little to work with. No, I can do it. I can do my thing there, but then they can see what's going on a bit better.
yeah, nice.
Is that good? Okay, good.
So we're
We
using
want
a
the
nice,
AV team to be happy because they get kind of
get angry.
miserable and there
Now-
we go.
So this here is a nice paint, Matt. This is a what would you call this? A teal, would you?
Oh, it's like a baby blue maybe, or a pastel, if you will.
But this
Right.
paint is something that you can buy from Amazon, as we mentioned.
Yeah.
Because who wants to go to a hardware store right now? I don't know.
Now explain them to them, Josh, what you're using.
This is just a little cigarette. I think they call it a cigar roller,
Yeah.
and it's just nice for really smooth surfaces.
Let me switch
You
spots.
can get different different textures, different naps. This is just very tight nap. I don't know what the actual dimensions are.
Is that like a foam? That's a foam roller.
It's a foam roller, yeah.
Now Josh will want to come back over this. He was just kind of doing what he could while I was working over there to get started.
Yeah,
but
just to get ahead of you a bit.
you always want to go over the areas that you brushed with your roller, any of the flat surfaces, just to be sure you're getting it right, not leaving any marks.
Now you got painters watching here, Matt, saying, "What are these guys doing?"
Yeah, yeah. Okay, if there's a painter watching and he's going to say, "Wait a second, you guys should be using a sprayer." Yeah, of course, my friend. But right now we're doing what we can, and we're on
Crooked footing.
display here.
But what's nice is the Stak Rack system really lets you be as versatile as you want to be. There is nothing that
So
it
if you're
can't do.
just tuning in to find out what the word is that you have to put into the app right now, it's innovation. So if you follow what tools inside and you're looking for that chance to win that set of Stak Racks in the app, go download the app, put it in. The word is innovation, INNOVIATION, and you'll be entered to win a combination of Stak Racks, and that will add towards your chance to win that tool of the month. 9 correct guesses throughout the month.
Get you
you
your
that
chance.
tool, man.
Everybody should be playing. If you're not playing now, and you're just finding out about this, well, then now's your chance.
Now's your chance to win. So we had 2 winners so far. Can we get a recap of who those winners were so I can repeat it? Once they have a chance to tell me, maybe they'll have it written down, and they'll tell me, and I'll let you guys know once I find out.
Brian Rich.
and Shannon Scott, right?
Sounds right. Brian Rich and Shannon
Is it
Scott.
Brian or Ryan? Brian.
B with Ryan with a B. Brian.
Ryan with a B.
The
Ryan
thing.
with an R, not with a B.
Oh, Ryan with an R. So it's Brian with an R.
Right, Brian with an R. Rich, look how beautiful. Isn't that nice? Oh, wait. So we're going to wait now for the next hour and a half for this to dry.
Yeah, we got to wait now.
So everybody just sit back and relax. Or can we do something else, you think, Josh?
Let's flip it over and paint the other side.
Let's
while it's
flip
wet.
it with the Stak Racks.
Here, hold
now,
on.
this is the wow factor.
Let's work together here. Because
Now, in a couple of years, we're going to actually have a live studio
put
audience.
this up on top of here.
A live studio audience that will go, Wow, flip it now.
Yeah, that's next.
How's that? You
Good.
You
I'm
got enough
safe
space?
here. I'm good. Yep.
Okay, so we didn't have all kinds of extra paint on there, so it's not going to be all
Now,
flopping
and look at
around.
our hands are clean. We didn't have to touch the door to turn it. It's
That's it.
all in the handles. And here we go. We're going to paint the other side.
Just to show you guys how quickly this works. Now we're going to go a little faster on this one, just so that we can get to the next one, so we can show you guys how.
But didn't that
stacking
just? Let me
works.
ask you something. If that didn't blow your mind, I don't know what will.
Yeah, because that's why we're calling it innovation. That's why those of you who are just tuning in and looking for that word, it's innovation. That's the word you want to put into the app. Because Stack Racks is all about innovation. It's about painting tools that make sense, that make your job and your life so much easier.
Back when we used to go to trade shows, which isn't the case anymore.
Yeah, you can't go.
We represented Stack Rack, and a couple times. And what happened was every time we flipped the door, it made sense to people, and a light turned on,
And they could see it finally.
They're like, "Wow, that's incredible!" And almost every time what would they say, Matt? You guys should be on Shark Tank.
Yeah.
It's
Well, you know,
all those professional painters that just saw this happen for the first time. I guarantee you, they're like, "Wow, that's cool."
we told Shark Tank and O'Leary, we're not doing it. No, just kidding.
Keep your money.
Keep your money, we said.
No.
No, we didn't. But it's going in
Was that a
Josh's
question? I knew it. I knew it. I didn't. I was hoping that nobody was going to notice. 'cause
It's going in
Matt's too much
Josh's
of a-
house, so I don't care.
Hurry. This is actually going against my wall.
I
No,
actually, I actually told you you need to prep both sides.
Well, you were in a hurry here. You said, "Let's do this in a hurry." Check tape. I guarantee
tape.
you said that.
We don't have tape anymore.
It's all live. This is what happens when you're live here. Look
You
at
guys
this.
want us to go paint at your house, don't you? Right now, you're like those guys. If they could come to my place, imagine the doors they could get done. Painting doors is always a nightmare for people. Not anymore.
It truly, it's nice. Get over here so I can paint this corner, bud.
Okay, hang on. Is that good?
Better than
If you get a little extra run in there, let me know. I'll come and fix it for you.
Now, I would like to know who it was that caught us.
Yeah,
Probably a pro.
he's a pro.
He is a pro. But there isn't anything on the market that allows you to do this, because
It gives you a lot of control of the door.
and it's so simple and it's so quick.
I can't see if
I
I'm getting
feel
all
like
that.
one of those infomercialists.
Yeah, and just like
Did
that,
that just happen?
you paint it and forget it.
Set
But
it and forget it. Now it's locked.
yeah, but see how easily I'm getting into those corners with the tip of this Stinger brush, right inside, just like that, no problem.
Like anything in life, a job is a lot easier when you have the right tools.
Yeah, you gotta have the right tools. What do you mean by anything in life? You mean any job you do in
Any
life?
job, anything in life. If you don't have the right tools and you're trying to use,
I guess, like if you're painting, like if you're cooking,
no,
you gotta have the right tools.
Right, or you're trying to use, you need a chisel, but all you have is a flathead screwdriver.
I'm just picking
It'll
up
work.
dust and sawdust and everything else.
Oh yeah, we didn't prep this at all. This was a
my.
big mistake. Let's hope this paint hides.
It hides. It's actually, it goes on, as you guys can see, it goes on really
Hit
easily.
this, would you? Maybe, you know what I mean?
So this is that prestige paint. That
This prestige paint is very thick paint, I find.
yeah, it covers very nicely. Look at this, beautiful. You're gonna have a baby blue door. Are you doing the sides too?
No, yeah, but I've been doing the sides, yeah.
Now, let me tell you guys something about doing the sides of doors. Whenever you paint a door, a brand new door, like when you get these slabs, or if this is considered a slab, but if you get one that's pre-hung, ready to go, no matter what, you have to paint. You can do that part, bud. What are you waiting on me for?
Yeah, we're banging elbows then.
You
I've
have-
done
you
half a
have to
door while
paint
he's done one corner.
all 8 sides, rather.
Yeah, or the door, the warranty is void.
Is it 6? How many is it? 1, 2, 3, 6. All 6 sides. You got to do the face, the sides, the top, and the bottom, or else it'll void your warranty if you haven't painted it. Okay, like if it starts to warp on you. Just keep that in mind, okay, folks. Look at this here. Unbelievable.
Don't be making a mess now. Too late.
I'm getting paint all over myself,
Hide
but
it.
I got to touch the door now. See this? I'm impressed. We don't have this problem with
But
the next
see,
door.
what's nice is, so if you're doing, if you're staining a door, maybe this is a solid core door, and you know, it's a really nice door, and
Rick? Driver,
Wreck
congratulations, you are our next winner of the contractor packs. Remember, if you want to win a set of contractor packs right now, like Wreck Driver just did, comment, ask questions. Let us know what you think about these products, and if you have any questions about it while we're live here. This is the whole purpose of Amazon Live. It's to be able to explain what we're doing, ask your questions, learn about the product before you buy it. Remember, there is a coupon right now for the Stak racks, 15% off when you purchase them. You're not going to find a better price anywhere online, anywhere, I assure you. It's only for 6 hours. It's like a flash sale.
Right.
Just to give everybody a little break.
This is the time, since you're stuck home, this is the time to be doing the little projects that you've been putting off, like painting all your doors.
Yeah.
Because the biggest problem is finding room to do it.
And that's what we're going to demonstrate in just a minute here.
Yeah.
Why the Stak racks makes it easy for a homeowner, especially, to be able to get these projects
I
done.
think when I do, because I'm going to repaint all my doors at home as well.
Right?
I think I'm going to put a little bit of color to them, because they're all just white right now, and I got young kids, and they just get it so dirty. So I'm wondering if I put a little color, Matt. What do you think?
Well, I'm going to talk to your wife about that. Don't ask me. I don't live in your home.
You would never. You're not allowed.
No. But I'm glad that we have a nice little bubble in the paint here from not prepping the door.
Oh yeah, there's lots of bubbles.
I'll go into my house. Always be sure. I got some paint on my face. Always be sure to prep your doors. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take this door.
No,
Hang on, Josh.
That edge is already done.
Let's put this down.
Yeah.
Actually, we're going to take this whole door. We're going to put it off screen for a second, so don't panic. We're still
So
here.
Mark, you want to grab this end here, so I'll stay on screen. So
And then
this
that
is
way-
the face you want to see anyway.
That way,
Go ahead and-
you want to flip it? Okay. We're flipping it. We're lifting it, and we're forgetting it.
Off.
We're gonna look at all the paint drips down on the table, guys.
Yeah, what a mess.
Oh, that's
See?
right. There isn't any.
Then.
Oh wait. Move that.
All right, I'm going to leave these here. Look at these guys.
Flip the carpet over.
Look at these guys, just struggling. That's it.
There you go. So that's one. Put the paint off to the side. Let's get this out of the way.
Now, Matt, this time prep the door, okay?
Let's prep it. Take a second.
Just take the second that it takes.
It doesn't take long. You know, my kingdom for a fan in this studio. Really.
No, don't worry about that. Put that up here. Let's prep it. Let's sand this.
Hang on here.
Now,
I just lost my mic.
now it doesn't need a whole lot of prepping, and it's already been
Can
primed.
you move that stuff so it's like on the door and it's not hanging out the side? That's it. Thank you.
It's already been primed from the store, I guess.
Right. So that's just a
It's banged up a bit.
that's just like a 3M sanding block you can get. There's all kinds of different sanding blocks available. Makes it real easy just to give it a once over on your door. No matter what it is, and you want to make sure that if you're doing old doors, see if it's lead paint. Make sure you're in a well-ventilated area using the proper materials.
Where are you going to see lead paint anymore?
Oh yeah, it's all the time. Old homes still have
I
it.
guess.
So be careful about that. That's an important thing to know. You don't be breathing any of that in. Okay, wear a mask maybe.
We certainly don't eat any of the chips.
Don't eat paint chips. But normally in a situation like this, you're going to be doing a lot of sanding. Wear a mask. Cover yourself up. Don't get that into your lungs.
Flip
It's bad
this
for
over
you.
here, would you? So this is really nice actually. This is one of those where it holds a lot of the dust. It's it's not a dustless, but it
Dust
ends up,
holder.
yeah, it does a nice job of.
Right. So normally we would be using, like we said before previously, we would be using a sprayer to spray these doors. Because we're in the studio, we're not going to do that. But this is the Graco Ultra sprayer, airless handheld.
Yeah.
It's cordless. You don't have any kind of lines or cables or anything off of it. This is it. Okay, you fill this up with paint. It's got a liner in it like that. You fill that liner with paint, pop it in there, screw it on like this. It's very straightforward, very simple. Pop this cap, squeeze the air out until all the paint is up. Prime it, and then paint it. Ready to go. Put it on a little test board, make sure it's spraying nicely, make sure the tip's clean. And then when you're done, critical stage, clean up really well. So it's ready to go for your next use. This is about a $600 product, worth every single penny.
Oh yeah.
You use this to spray your fascia board, all your siding on your house. Pro painters can use it to paint cabinets. Fantastic product. It goes really well with the stack rack system. Put that back up here. All right, so we ready to put our stack racks on?
Yeah, this is ready. Although I gotta.
1, 2, buckle my shoe. I need some screws.
Where did you have this housed at? Dust factory?
I don't know, but there's a lot of dirt on it. Once in a while, you know, you gotta.
Let's flip this. I want to sand the other.
Do the other side?
Yeah.
You didn't sand the other side yet?
I sanded. I just want to get the dust off.
Okay.
Shake the dust off. Isn't that a song?
Yeah, I get it. I got the reference.
But you didn't like it.
So here you go. We're doing the stack racks again. If you're just tuning in, first of all, if you're just tuning in and you're looking for that special word that goes into the app, it's innovation. Type that into the app for your chance to win a set of stack racks.
If you don't have the app, make sure you get it.
There were
It's
3
free.
winners.
And it's free giveaways every week.
There were 3 winners so far of the stack rack contractor packs. There's still another one to give away. The 3 winners, we're going to get their names in just a minute so you can have a recap of who they were in case you missed it, okay? Let's get those names.
Yeah.
We previously took the time to measure this door. You measure from both sides. You measure in, mark it. 2 inches, 3 inches, whichever one you want. Measure the seam from both sides.
Here's a question for you, Matt.
Okay.
Can you stack different size doors? So if I have this is a 24, can I stack a 36 on top of it?
Absolutely. The only way you do it, in order to do that, you put the big door at the bottom, next door on top, and you measure it all from one side so that the racks are all stacked together.
So that's the key. When you have multiple size doors, you got to go by your smallest door, and that's when you stack them and you mark them all at the same spot, all 8 of them or 15 of them, and then you have that line, and then you can stack them. It doesn't matter the size, even bifolds. It's great.
All right, I'm waiting on those 3 names in case the team hasn't heard it.
The three winners.
I want all 3 winners.
And
So we can announce them again.
You got that there, man. You do this. Now you'll notice Matt isn't putting them in too tight. It's especially important to not put them in too tight if you're working by yourself, because you need them to pivot. But you can have them a little snugger if you're working with 2 guys or 2 people, because you can manually twist them.
It's not hard to do. As you can see, you've got the 4 stands. Now what we did was all 4 of these now are ready to go, so we can paint our doors. I don't know, these are in the way still. Let me get these.
No, we need those because you're going to put them behind it.
But we'll put them up in just a second. There we go.
Now let's demonstrate this for those who
Which
are
way are
just
you
joining
going?
us.
So we're not doing this.
This way. Right?
Oh, you're flipping all the way over. This guy's.
I just want them to see. For those who are just joining, that's what a stack rack is. Why it's so wonderful, because you can spray this whole side. Now this whole side, imagine this is all wet. You can't touch this. Well, you're not waiting for it to dry. It's not on sawhorses. What you do is this. This is wet. This side's dry. You can now paint this
the other side,
and off to the races you go.
and then we're going to show you the magic of this whole thing in just a moment. Once we get this quickly painted here. What we're using for this, to paint this door, Prestige paint.
Let's put this up here.
This is something you get right here on Amazon. Okay. You can get this paint right here on Amazon.
No.
Pick your color, send it in, put it in, and within a couple of days you got the paint you need. You don't even have to go into the store or worry about anything. Get your paint. And you're off, and you're doing your job.
Now again, we're painting this with brush and roller, but and that does a nice job in itself, especially when you're using quality products like the Stinger brush. But if you're doing any furniture or like I redid my kitchen, and we used the Graco gun like that. Man, did it come out beautiful. You got to make sure of a few things, obviously, that you don't have any overspray. So you got to make sure that you have a little booth, painting
Have
booth.
it well covered.
And then you don't have any dust and stuff that goes on top of the paint and then spoils that. But the stack racks were invaluable. We did my kitchen. I had
53
the average.
doors.
No, I had more than that.
Oh, did you? I thought you had 53.
I think it was like 63. But the average kitchen has 28 doors, 28 to 30 doors, right?
I'll trade spots with you.
Well, this kitchen happened to be have a lot of doors, right? And we did it in what, 2 days, 3 days?
Yeah, 2 days.
Not
The
even
third
full
day you
days.
did the glazing.
Yeah, the third day I was doing glazing. But really, that job in itself, generally, you got to work
Took a
off
week.
site. You got to take the doors to your shop. It's amazing.
This is the Stinger brush that I'm using right now. It has a tip on it, an extra tip. This tip here has stronger filaments. So different types. This is a little bit of a stiffer filament. This is a softer filament. But it allows you to go in tightly into corners, cut in a really nice edge. That's why this brush was designed the way it was. It was designed by a painter for painters. Right?
As the story goes,
Yeah.
the designers of Stak were working in a multi-level building, in a 17-story building.
Every year that goes higher.
Yeah. And what happened was the trim was you had to paint it outside, right? And so it was there was no room because there was no room.
Yeah, you had to bring it down all the flights of stairs to the elevator.
It's because there was no room that was designed.
We made them out of wood. Had them made out of wood, and then from there, they designed the plastic ones from it. That's what they say.
As the story goes. I've never seen a guy take long.
Well, I gotta do a nice job, and I don't want. I want to make sure I'm getting in the edge. Am I getting the front? Can you look around the front? Make sure I'm getting that edge right there. See that edge? I probably am because of that Stinger brush gets right in there.
Yeah, you're doing good.
All right, moving on to this next one here.
Let me get the.
Now there's a chance for one final winner of the Stak Rack before our show is over. And in order to do that, you have to be commenting, you have to be asking questions, and you'll be chosen randomly to win a set of these. We've already had 3 winners, which I still have not been able to say all 3 winners who they are again. I don't know if they're hearing me, or they're missing the question.
Ryan, it's Ryan something.
There's a Ryan something. There's a Sheila something, I believe.
Sheila Scott. Ryan.
Maybe they've left. Maybe they left us. Maybe the show's been over for 15 minutes.
Yeah, we're just talking to ourselves.
Yeah, whatever. That's all right. You guys know who you are if we've announced you. Maybe they're just really deeply looking for the new person. I don't know. Who are the old 3? Can we get the old 3 winners? That would be wonderful. They just woke up.
I think you did.
They were napping. The entire AV team was napping. Ryan who? Ryan Shannon. No, who?
No. Ryan. Wreck driver.
Shannon Scott.
And Ryan
Rich.
DeVosta.
I hope you guys know who you are. I hope they're telling you in the chat. Because it's like pulling teeth to get the answers twice around here.
No.
So this is the Stacker. We've been talking to you guys about the Stak Racks. They are on for 15% off right now. It's $67. You will not get them at a better price anywhere. Now's the time to buy them. Put them in the carousel.
Now, we didn't talk about prices elsewhere. We talked about the Stinger brush. That's a $25 brush.
Yeah.
And it'll be the last brush you'll ever want, brand of brush you'll ever want to buy.
It's a really nice brush. It's a high quality. As you can see, look how quickly I'm doing these edges here. Nice and tight, a nice even coat on everything.
That Graco sprayer is an excellent investment, and it's only $569.
Yes. You will not be disappointed in that sprayer, I tell you.
Worth every penny.
Even if you don't...
You know what? Don't believe me. Just go to their social media pages, and you'll see people's reviews of them and whatnot.
Yeah.
I need a little bit more paint there in my bucket, man.
Oh, that's no problem. But let me help you with that. Happy to
I'm
do
really
it.
pushing hard to get this paint spread.
Yeah, no.
I don't want that.
And we got time. We'll do the other side too. Get them done, and then we can stack the doors. Does that sound good, or do you want to just stack them?
That's good. Whoa.
What do you think?
No, yeah, it's good. Let's do it.
We time this. Well, we'll paint the other side of the door real quick, so we can show you guys that in the time of a span of an hour, we're able to paint 2 doors completely, prep them, ready to go, and then we're ready to do another coat. We just go ahead and do the other coat. That fast. But watch how we flip this door. Let me get this out of the way. Don't forget this front edge. You didn't do it.
Oh, I do them on the.
Oh,
on the
I
other
see what
side.
you mean.
That's
Yeah,
it.
I see it.
You and Mark. I don't need you guys over my shoulders, you know.
Here, I got some. Here, can you get your little? Oh, I got my brush here.
Ready?
Somebody got some.
Oh wait.
On my rack. Tell me when you're ready. He's ready.
Almost. I want to forget things. There you go. Okay, ready?
Yes, sir.
Now let's load. How do you want? Let's. You want to do like this?
That's it. And just like that, you're flipped. You're ready to paint. Now we're going to lift this up and put it up on our stands here so you guys can see what we're doing. And we're going to quickly paint that for you. So these are the Stak racks. They are $67. They come in a pack of 12. They're contractor packs. You can do 3 doors at once. You can do thousands of feet of trim. We displayed really quickly how the trim part works.
Yeah.
You just add a cross member between 2 of them,
Just any scrap piece you have.
and it makes it like a mini sawhorse. Is really what it does.
Hannah Witt.
Hannah Witt.
Anna.
Congratulations,
You're our
Hannah
winner.
Witt. You were the winner of the other contractor packs. Make sure those of you who have just found this out, make sure you DM us or email us. We will reach out to you as well. Make sure that you get your winning prize. The rest of you, there's an awesome time to buy these right now, right here on Amazon Live. Yeah, we'll get to that in just a minute. I understand. I don't see the real hurry, but I'll get
All right,
that.
So remember, the whole point of this is the ease of the Stak racks, right? So
That.
we painted both doors, top and bottom, right? Using these products, and the Stak rack really makes for a wonderful job.
So what we're going to do is we're going to show you guys the stacking beauty of the Stak racks. Okay, we weren't able to show that this far, and they want us to get on it and show this to you. So here's what happens with the Stak racks. We're going to put this. Let's just put it straight down.
Yep.
Okay, you're on okay over there.
Just missing it. But just,
Okay, good.
Just done.
Get rid of these things. Now, put this right in the middle so we don't drop this. I want to make sure because we have a very narrow table to work off of here. So you go to your end, I'll go to my end. Let's just bring this up. We're going to bring one on for you guys right now. Okay, or we'll do it this way.
This was the door we. This is like we're like a baking show.
Yeah.
This is the cake that's already been baked.
So what's happened is that we stacked these doors on here. They are going to dry like this over the course of the next couple of hours, maybe even overnight.
Yep.
You don't want to leave them like this for too long. They're not designed to store doors this way.
But remember, we've done 1 coat. You always have to do 2 coats.
2,
to
3,
paint.
4
Two-
coats if you want to do a real nice job.
And so that's when you're really starting to save time, because now you just boom, 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 flip it, boom, boom, boom.
Do we have another one of these somewhere? Kicking around. We
For
don't.
what? For what?
I wanted to show you can't see it from that angle because of the way the doors are, but I wanted to show you the stacking of these doors. So this has got a locking section right here. I'll come a little closer so you can see it. This right here, this allows you to lock into the next stack rack so that these doors won't slide off.
Yeah.
They'll slide off this whole table if I push too hard, of course, but they won't slide off of each other. They're locked in place. The doors keep them together so you can keep stacking and not have to worry about them falling. That's the beauty of the stack rack
Now there's
system.
another really cool feature that we can't demonstrate now because all the doors are wet, but it's the mortising feature. So if you have a door that you buy and you have to put in your own hinge holes, your own door handles,
like this. These are slabs, so you
Right.
have to do all that to it.
so they have these notches that go on the door, but you would put them on the ends,
Yeah.
right? And then you stand them up. And now these are standing the doors.
Essentially, it's a stand. You put one on each side. The door
Yeah.
stands up in between it.
And now you're not holding the door between your legs, trying to chisel.
It gives little feet for the door so you can cut your holes and do your
Great.
chiseling.
Works great.
Yeah. That's another way of using the system.
How many uses are there in this tool again? Is it 5?
It's a 4-in-1.
4-in-1 tool.
But what I want to really feature is the fact that, or I want you guys to remember, is that when you get these stack racks, when you're doing your doors, you put you first of all stack all your doors together. You measure from one side, so you measure 2 inches in from one side, and then go the rest of the way and measure back 2 inches from the shortest door. That way, their stacks are always in the same position, no matter what size door you're using. If you don't do that, you're going to end up they won't stand in the right place. You have to do it that way. It's the fastest, most efficient way of doing it. These stack racks allow you to paint one side of a door, flip it over, paint the other side of a door.
Right.
Without a problem, just like you saw us doing here. If you're spraying it, imagine how fast. Spraying, flip it, spray it.
Go ahead, grab
Flip
your
it.
end, and let's flip it again. Here, let them see.
Which way you want to go with it?
This way.
Okay,
Or, yeah, whatever you
that's
want.
fine.
Okay, and then you just put it onto that stand, and down it goes. And now, this side is wet as well. You notice Matt and I,
Didn't have to touch the door. We
didn't-
just touched the stands.
you never touch the door once it's been
So now,
fixed.
what I would do is once these have dried to a certain point, give them just a light little buffing to make sure the high points are down. Paint it again. Another coat of paint. Give it at least 2, maybe 3 coats of paint, and my doors will be absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
So today, we talked about the Stak rack. We had 4 winners. We'll get a recap of all 4 winners before the end of the show, which will be any minute now. We'll give you who the 4 winners were. One of you won in the app. If you're just tuning in now to see what the word is you needed to put into the app, it was innovation. If you don't have the What Tools Inside app, you need to download that. Every couple of days, we're giving away free tools
Yeah,
there.
I mean, it's free tools. Why wouldn't you? And it's a free app. There's no ads. It's
It's
wonderful.
just free for you to learn about tools. It's our way of giving back to the community. So you take that, all these manufacturers are providing these different tools so you can have a chance to see how they work and be able to have a chance to win them for your own homes or your own projects that you're working on. We talked about the Stak racks and the price for that. We talked about the Graco Ultra airless sprayer. Okay, no hoses attached. This is it.
Yeah.
It's got a battery. Comes with 2 batteries. Fill it up with paint. Spray your doors.
You know, you might say to yourself, well, that's an awful small paint container. Right? So you're not going to be spraying your outside of your building with this necessarily.
I've
your
seen
walls.
people do it.
You can. Because
Absolutely.
it actually does go a long way.
Yeah.
But for jobs like
for
spraying,
that, here's how we do it. We've actually had a partner with us that keeps filling the next container.
well, yeah, you get 4 of them.
Keep the batteries charging, change the little container out, and right away you keep going. Just keep it. Don't let this dry out. Just keep spraying away. Keep going with it.
Yeah.
That's how great the program works or the system works. All right. We also talked really briefly about the Bosch Chameleon. That's it. The Bosch Chameleon is a 18-volt drill that actually you can put the bits right in the end here like this. Let me show you that.
It's how many drills in it? 5 drills in one. 5 types.
So the bits can go right into this like this for those really tight spaces. Look how narrow that is, right? If you need something different, a regular drill bit head, if you're doing a special, and it just locks in place like
Can we
that.
get the list of names again, guys? The winners?
Then we
Before we go?
have the offset.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
That's nice. You're getting into those tight cabinet spots. You got to get right in there, right? It has the
right angle.
the right angle, the 90-degree angle turning one, which is really cool. Which depending on what direction you need to
It's
go
not
in.
right angle. It's just any angle. It's a 90 degree.
90 degree,
If you want it to be left, it can be left.
right? And then there's the SDS bit. This is for concrete. You put that. This is actually a really cool thing. This comes separate. You buy this part separately.
Right?
That's how that works, right? So that was the Bosch Chameleon. Awesome product. We were able to show you all these different things. And the Stinger brush. Beautiful product. This brush has softer filaments here, firmer filaments here at the tip. So you can cut in really nicely, do nice corners, nice edging, get in sharply on these door posts or these door panels like this. Beautiful brush, a nice lightweight and feel. And this is filled solid with resin.
Yeah.
So you're not going to have paint dripping down through it on your hands once it's been cleaned or anything like that. It's not going to drip all down and rot out inside and fall apart and all these bristles fall out.
Now,
This is to last you a long time.
congratulations to all of our winners. Thanks for joining us today. We're What Tools Inside. This is Matt. I'm Josh. And we're always giving away tools. So make sure if you haven't already, play the game.
Yeah.
Join us on social media and watch us here on Amazon Live.
Thanks for tuning in. We wish we had the last list of names to give you for who the winners were, but we'll have to post that somewhere for you on our social media, something to see it. Take care,
see you guys.
guys.
Thanks for
Tune in
joining.
next time. All right, Josh.